In January 1929, Churchill was an isolated fur trading outpost of canvas tents and small shacks on the edge of the Hudson Bay. As the railway neared completion, the frontier village braced for massive changes, with the freight and passenger trains eventually linking the remote and Arctic waters to the southern market. In the winter of 1929, temperatures in the region frequently plunged below minus 50 degrees. Despite the extreme cold, families steadily arrived by dog sled to the trading post. The Hudson Bay Company traded goods for furs directly with the local trappers, who were primarily Cree, Dene, and Inuit people, alongside a handful of Métis and European settlers. The completion of the railway and passenger trains brought new jobs and easy access to crucially needed supplies. This gave some Indigenous people the opportunity to travel for work. Historically, their movement was heavily restricted by the Canadian pass system, an unofficial government policy that required Indigenous people to get permission from an Indian agent before leaving the reserve. The new passenger trains also meant that there would be a larger European presence in the area. Freight and passenger trains have continuously run along this track since 1931, though the remote subarctic route has certainly faced several bumps and challenges along the way. Established in 1942, Fort Churchill was a major military base. Located 10 kilometers from Churchill, it housed up to 5,000 Canadian and American troops at any time. It was there to support the Crimson Road, an Allied project building airports to ferry aircraft across the Atlantic. Then, in 1954, the nearby rocket range launched their first of over 3,500 rockets to study the northern sky and auroras. The base officially shut down in 1980, with some of the buildings still remaining. This building was painted when the train track was out so that people knew we were still there. American-based company Omnitrax owned Hudson Bay Railway and Port of Churchill. When grain shipments halted in 2016 and catastrophic floods destroyed the rail line in 2017, they refused to pay for repairs. Following government pressure to sell, Omnitrax finally sold to the Indigenous-owned Arctic Gateway Group. And 18 months after the railway was first halted, the train rolled into Churchill. Looking forward, the Arctic Gateway Group has big plans for the port and railway. They've signed an agreement with Port of Antwerp-Burgess, an international port in Belgium, opening up trade with Europe for minerals, energy products, agriculture commodities, and fertilizer. They want to keep the port open year-round as to accommodate more ships. Once again, it'll be open for more possibilities for the local people of Churchill. This time in history, the Indigenous people will have the upper hand in the relationship, so though it's repeating itself in some ways, in other ways, it's very different. This is the train engine that was brought to Churchill. It was brand new in 1937, and they still use it today. They use it to move the cars around, and it has never left Churchill, and not many people have actually seen it. And it's rumored that there's actually 2 of them, but they keep one hidden.